Listen very carefully, because what I'm about to tell you has the power to shift the entire direction of your life. Not next week, not next year, right now. You want success, you want freedom, you want respect. You want to look in the mirror and finally recognize the person you always dreamed you'd become. But dreams don't build themselves. Hopes don't move mountains. Wishing doesn't create results. There comes a moment in every person's life where they have to face a brutal truth. Success doesn't visit the ones who wait. It visits the ones who work, the ones who show up, the ones who grind in silence, the ones who build the habits that ordinary people run away from. People crave motivation, but motivation is unreliable. It's a spark, bright for a second, gone the next. One bad day, one failure, one harsh comment, and the spark dies. That's why most people quit. That's why most people stay average. That's why most people never taste the life they dream about. But disciplined people, they're a different breed. They don't bow down to their feelings. They don't negotiate with laziness. They don't depend on motivation. They depend on their standards. Discipline is doing the work when your body is tired, when your mind is screaming stop, when the world tries to distract you and you still choose to move forward. Discipline is the invisible engine behind every champion, every leader, every winner. And then comes consistency, the superpower no one wants to talk about. Consistency isn't flashy, it isn't exciting, it's repetitive, it's boring. But that boring repetition, that is what separates the great from the unstoppable. Anyone can be motivated for a day, but can you show up for 100 days? Can you show up when nobody cares? Can you show up when progress is invisible? When life is heavy? When results are slow? Because that is what consistency demands. And inside you, deep down, you know you're capable of more. There's a version of you, louder, braver, sharper, who once believed you could do anything. But life dimmed that voice. Failures shook you. People judged you. Comfort trapped you. And you slowly drifted away from that version of yourself. But hear me, you are not done. You are not broken. You are not late. This right here, right now, is your turning point. Your comeback begins here. Not someday, not when you feel ready, but now. Success is not built on inspiration, it's built on repetition. When others sleep, you learn. When others complain, you improve. When others quit, you rise again. Success is built in the quiet, lonely hours when no one sees your effort. And listen carefully. There will be days where everything feels heavy. Days you don't want to move. Days filled with excuses, doubts, fear. But those days are the difference makers. Those days decide your future. Those days shape your identity. Because the truth is simple. You either choose comfort or you choose growth. You can't have both. You must choose who you want to be. The person who almost changed their life or the person who actually did. You are one decision away from a new direction, one disciplined week away from momentum, one consistent month away from a new identity. Imagine that version of you watching you right now, waiting for you to take the first step. Protect your energy, protect your focus, protect your future. Stop wasting time on people who drain your goals. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Because one day, you'll look back at this exact moment and say, that was the day everything changed. Not because your life magically improved, but because you improved. Because you refused to quit. Because you chose self-respect over excuses. Discipline over comfort. Consistency over chaos. Your future is being shaped right now. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Now. So get up, fix your posture, reset your mind, breathe, and lock in. The world is waiting to see what the disciplined, consistent, unstoppable version of you looks like. And trust me, when that version shows up, everything, and I mean everything, changes. Your time has come. Your next chapter begins today. Be disciplined, be consistent, be unstoppable. But let me take you even deeper, because the truth is, your biggest enemy is not the world. Your biggest enemy is not your past, your circumstances, or the people who doubted you. Your biggest enemy is the voice inside your own mind. The voice that tells you you're not ready, you're too late, you're not good enough, that dream is too big for you. And here's the reality. If you let that voice control you, even the strongest plan, even the best opportunities, even the biggest goals will collapse before they even start. So today, right now, you must silence that voice. Replace every doubt with discipline. Replace every fear with action. Replace every excuse with execution. Because the future doesn't belong to the most talented person. It doesn't belong to the smartest person. It belongs to the person who keeps going even when doubt screams the loudest. And listen carefully. Your life will not change by accident. Your life will change by strategy, by intentional effort, by daily choices that build your identity. If you want success, become the kind of person success is attracted to. If you want respect, become someone worthy of respect. If you want freedom, build habits that lead to freedom, not addiction, not distraction, not weakness. You must rise above your old self. You must outwork your limitations. You must outgrow your excuses. Because one day you will be standing in a room you once prayed for. You will be living the life you once only imagined. And you will be surrounded by opportunities you never thought you would touch. And at that moment, you will realize none of it was luck. It was discipline. It was consistency. It was you. But let me warn you, this journey is not easy. You will lose people. You will lose comfort. You will lose your old self. But everything you lose will be replaced with something better. Better mindset, better habits, better opportunities, better strength, a better life. The question is, are you willing to pay the price today so you can live the life others can't tomorrow? Greatness demands sacrifice. Success demands discomfort. Discipline demands pain. And champions, they don't run from pain, they use it. They grow through it. Every hard day you survive builds mental armor. Every time you say no to temptation, you sharpen your future. Every time you show up when it's difficult, you're building a version of yourself that your old self could never compete with. So understand this. If your life feels heavy right now, it's not because you're weak. It's because you're leveling up. Growth feels like pressure. Transformation feels like chaos. Change feels uncomfortable. But pressure creates diamonds. Fire shapes steel. Struggle builds warriors. And you, whether you realize it or not, are becoming someone stronger than your past. Your story is far from over. In fact, it's just beginning. Your discipline will write the next chapter. Your consistency will shape the next victory. Your mindset will unlock the next level of your life. So take a deep breath, lift your head, straighten your back, because from this moment forward, you are stepping into a new identity, into a new standard, into a new chapter. A chapter where excuses die and the real you finally rises. You're not here to be average. You're not here to blend in. You're not here to repeat old patterns. You're here to dominate, to evolve, to transform, to lead, to become a version of yourself that even your past self would be inspired by. And when the world sees that version of you, they won't question your success. They will simply say, I always knew you had it in you.